Hello there, this is Kitty Howard. It is a Friday as I'm recording this video. It's the beginning of January. There's still no snow outside, and because it's Friday, I'm just feeling the need to wear the red hat today, but I'll probably wait till I actually leave the house. What do you think? Do you like it? A friend of mine gave this to me, and I think it's brilliant. Anyway, so we don't need the red hat for this today. Now that we're into 2019, I really want to start addressing the myths that surround grief, loss, and bereavement. And there'll be a series of these videos, and each video will pertain to a particular element, a particular myth, and I really hope that in attempts to want to understand what you're experiencing or what someone you care about is experiencing, that you may endeavor to watch all the videos and get a better sense of what is natural and normal, and how society has actually really created this myth system around grief that is neither natural nor normal. And I want to just sort of blow that up, break it apart for you, and hope that you benefit from this in your own journey or in supporting someone else who is struggling with loss or bereavement of any type. What I want to jump right into, and I'm going to be referencing a few of the books. This is the workbook when I'm working with clients that I use. This isn't the one I give them. This is my copy with all the colorful tabs, so I can refer back to specific areas. And one of the major issues or myths surrounding grief is the study that Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross had done way back when. She'd had groundbreaking research that revolved specifically around people who were diagnosed with a terminal illness, and therefore how those people who were now terminal or classified as having a terminal illness reacted to the diagnoses and their own pending death. You will, I'm sure, recognize this because the media uses these references still. And I just spoke with a wonderful lady last year, a kind and generous human being who's been doing grief work for the majority of her life as a volunteer in a hospice situation. And she just retired, and she's got really excited when she found out that I'm a grief worker as well. And she launched right into the 5 stages of grief by Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. And unfortunately, those have been debunked around grief, but it just made me aware that many, many people on this planet are still trying to fit their loss and their emotional state into these 5 stages of grief. And what they are, Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross identified those stages of grief as denial, anger, bargaining, and acceptance. So of course, if you've experienced a loss, you're not in denial. You know you've gotten a divorce, or you've been discussing it. You know that somebody that you love and care about has died. You're very acutely aware of that. Or your pet has died, or you've lost your job, or you have to move, or there's a health implication. Maybe you've gotten your own diagnoses, perhaps not terminal, but nonetheless, health concerns are a big concern in our lives. So again, these stages that Dr. Kubler-Ross identified, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance, they are specific to people who are diagnosed with a terminal illness. If you've lost somebody recently or even long ago, you don't need to make sure you tick all those boxes, because that is not necessarily a normal range of emotion for what you're experiencing. Your relationship was unique to the person that you had it with, and therefore all of your feelings are going to be unique to you. That's it in terms of that. Anything that you're feeling around your loss right now is normal for you. Grief is normal and natural, And you don't need to try to make sure that you've had the anger phase or had the denial phase or had the acceptance phase. We all know when somebody's died or we've lost something, the relationship, the pet, the job, the mobility, the health, the faith. Sometimes our losses are multiple, and I just want you to know that you do not need to fit your loss strategy into these boxes. No denial, no anger. You can be these things, but it's not necessary, it's not mandatory if you're not doing it wrong, if you're not going through those stages, because they technically do not actually apply to bereavement and loss of that typical nature that we're so familiar with. All right, so that is it for this little video. I just want to be able to classify things. There will be a series. There will be attached to a playlist on YouTube. They will also be available on my business page on Facebook. KittyHowardLifestyle is the Facebook page, the business page. And look for Kitty Howard on YouTube. If you're on YouTube now, you can go ahead and click subscribe so that you can get easier access to the videos that are coming out and will be coming out in the future. If you want to reach out to me, you can go to kittyhoward.com and send a comment or an email. I am often on Facebook. Facebook is my one social media platform that I am on all the time. And by that I don't mean like every day and every minute of the day, because I am here to serve people. I'm creating these videos. I am running support groups. I am running individual one-on-ones, and there's many different areas that I can help you with, all based on grief and bereavement, loss, and trying to figure out how to live a beautiful life afterwards. It's tough, and don't ever do it alone. I'm here to support you. Signing off and sending you love, courage, and radiance. Take care.